Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Sunday Cook Day. Well, today we're going to be doing, I guess you would call it an Instant Pot cook-off. I'm using two Instant Pots today. One I'm going to be doing, this is Saturday, and Saturday, if you're a good New Englander, will be beans and franks, and so I'm going to be making some baked beans in the Instant Pot, New England style. Now, I've done this before, and I did this recipe using beans that had not been soaked, and I think I start the Instant Pot at 40 minutes. And the first time I made them, they came out perfect, and they never came out perfect again. And I found out that it depends very much on how old the bean is. And I don't mean how long you've had it in the cabinet, it's how long it's been since it's been a bean. And I don't know that you can really tell that by looking at them. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to revise that recipe using beans that have been soaked. Now, the primary reason I tried that other one is because I always forgot to put the beans on to soak the night before. But I put the beans on to soak this morning at 7 o'clock. It is now a little bit after 2. So it basically has been soaking as if it had been soaking overnight. So we're going to try it this way, and I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with 25 minutes and let it release on its own and see how that works. And then we'll revise the time upward if necessary. I think what I might do actually is do 25 minutes and give it a 10-minute release and then see where we're at, because you don't want them to go mushy, but you want them to get done. And then by the time we finish, we'll have a better idea of what the time frame would be for baked beans in the Instant Pot that have been soaked. So let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5. They've been soaking for 7 hours. That's more than enough time. And you can tell by looking at these how big they have gotten. Okay? So I think I'm going to start with 25 and see where we end up. Then we're going to move over to another Instant Pot and put together a really quick and easy dessert that I originally saw on Six Sister stuff. And I've made it a couple of times, and there's so many variations that you can make. But we'll show you today. And the Instant Pot I'm using for that one is only a 4-quart, so you can see that it can be done in a small pot too. So let me get you down to the counter and we'll get started on the baked beans in the Instant Pot. Okay, down here I'm going to start with an onion, and it's not a very big onion, so I may put the whole thing in. And I could bring out my chopper, but for one onion, I'm not going to do that. And I don't have the pot on yet. It's not necessary to preheat. Well, I'm going to back you up, or back me up, so you can see a little better. I don't have my glasses on, so let me get you over here. So I can't see what you're looking at, truthfully. I mean, I do have my glasses on. All right, now I think we can see. Hello. And I usually make these with salt pork, but the last couple of times I didn't have any salt pork, so I used onion. I used bacon, and it was really quite good. I like the flavor. And of course you can buy them made with bacon. Alright, I'm going to take the beans and drain them. Give them a quick rinse. Put them in the pot. We've already picked them over and everything. Okay? So there we go. We have our beans and onion. Now I'm going to get the bacon out. And I think I'll use 3 strips. And the easiest way to do the bacon is with kitchen shears. And you don't have to pre-cook it. I'm still not satisfied. Hang in there a minute. Okay, I think you can see better now. I'm just going to cut this bacon into little pieces. And that will all separate and do its thing when it's under pressure. Alright, next we need some dry mustard. And we need 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to just rinse my hands off. I do not salt the beans before I cook them. I learned that the salt could make the beans hard and never soften up. Whether that's an old wives' tale or not, but it's the tale that I was told, so that's how I do it. Whether I do them in the Instant Pot or slow cooker. The exact same recipe can be used in the slow cooker, and they just have to cook for about 6 to 8 hours. I have 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I have 1/2 cup of molasses, and I have sprayed this cup with some cooking oil. So the molasses should come out fairly nicely. And you can see. And that's it. Now I'm going to get some water. Rinse my hands in. And I'm just going to cover them a little bit over the top. I'm going to start with that. That was about a little 3½ cups, I would say. I think I'll add 1 more. Alright, let me just slide you over. a little bit, and you can see what she looks like. You know how much water it is, okay? So that's it. You put the top on. I have the devil's own time sometimes putting the tops on these things. I'll get it. Oh, you know why? This is the little pot cover. Good heavens. That's not gonna work. There we go. Much better when you use the cover that fits the pot. Put it on ceiling. I'm going to do manual for 25 minutes. And we'll see how that works. Okay, so that's it. Beans are cooking. I'm going to go make dessert. So I'll bring you over to the other Instant Pot and we'll work on dessert. Be right back. Okay, here we are over at the other pot. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I did open up the bean pot just now before it got going and added about a tablespoon of oil, cooking oil. I had forgotten it. When you cook baked beans in an Instant Pot, you want to put just a little bit of cooking oil in it, and that prevents the foaming action that happens with baked beans that could clog your valves in the Instant Pot. So I've added that, and it's now bubbling away, getting ready to reach pressure. I'm going to add a cup of water into this pot. Okay, we're going to start with 1 can of apple pie filling. Now I'm using apple because I have apple here. You can use peach, cherry, pears. Just want to use a pie filling. And I'm using a 7-inch springform pan that I got at on Amazon, which fits nicely inside the Instant Pots, and it's the one I use to make the cheesecakes. And it fits inside the 4-quart also. I'm just going to spread these out nicely, get a kind of an even layer. I'll show you how easy this is. Okay, now we're going to take some yellow cake mix. Now you can use yellow cake mix, you can use spice cake mix, you can use, how about cherry pie filling with chocolate cake mix? That sounds as if it would be wonderful. And I'm going to use 2 cups of this cake mix. And put it on top. There's 1. The only thing wrong with this is it doesn't leave enough to make another one, and it's like, what do I do with the rest of this cake mix? I think I'm going to try to make maybe some cake mix brownies, pancakes. Okay, so that we have 2 cups of the cake mix. And I'm just going to spread it out, and you know me, hands across everything. And I'm pushing it down a little bit. I'm not mixing it, just pushing it down a little bit. Okay, now I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter that I'm just going to spread around the top. what I will do is just kind of go like this. There you go. Okay. Now I have the trivet. I'm going to move this out of the way here now so I can move the pot up. I have the trivet inside. And I have a piece of foil because my trivet does not have handles. So I have this piece of foil that I just kind of rolled up. And I'm going to put the pan in on top of that foil. And then you can just push the foil down. It's not in the cake, it's just sitting on the top. Now, I'll use that same cover I tried to use before. Fits much better. Okay, it's on. And this one, this is a Cook's Essential. And let me just show you how you set this one. This was the first pot I got. Okay. The valve is down or it's up. When it's up, it's releasing pressure. When it's down, it's going to save the pressure. On here, I have something that says high pressure. I'm going to press it once, and it tells me I'm a high pressure. I'm going to press it again. Now I can go up or down for the amount of time. And I'm going to do this one 25 minutes. And then I have to press start. Now we're all set. So beans are going over here. They haven't quite reached pressure yet. And this is real time, so you'll get an idea of how long it's going to take for them to reach pressure. Don't forget we put a bit of water in there. And this is going to be 25 minutes. So when 25 minutes is up, something will be ready to look at. And I'll come back and show you. Be back in a bit. Bye-bye. Okay, one has gone off. Let's see what we've got here. I just finished releasing the pressure. Ooh, doesn't this look good? Pick up my little pieces here. And look, pull this out and put it right on the trivet here without dropping it. How does that look, huh? Looks delicious. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. The other pot just went off, but we're going to let that go for 10 minutes, I think. I'm going to put just a little bit in a dish. There's no way I could get near it now. And you can see the cake is cooked lovely. The apples. And when I come back, yow, that was even burning my finger. When I come back to release the pressure and check the beans, I'll give you a taste test. By that time it'll be cool. Back in a couple. Okay. I just tried some of these and they're not ready. Okay, so I'm going to put them back on for another 15 minutes. Keep track of how much time all this has taken. Now it took me, let me just get this back on again. Okay. It took me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get it to pressure. And that's because, coming up here, and that's because there was 3 cups of liquid in there. Okay, I can taste this. I mean, I look at it this way. Life is short. Eat dessert first. Mmm. That is elegant. Elegant, elegant. Look at that. Very sweet. You don't need a big serving, but it would be perfect with some ice cream on it. So I'm going to let these go again, and we'll try them again when they're beeping off again and see if they're done. Back in a bit. Okay, that's another 15 minutes. And let me just see. I would say okay. They could almost be a tiny bit softer, but I'm not going to worry about that because I'm going to leave them in this pot for probably another 2 hours. So, okay. So here's the story. I'll put my glasses on. Okay, that was 40 minutes with 10 minutes release, which was the original recipe that I used when I did them without soaking them. And I'm wondering if it's just too much water in there. They will thicken considerably as they cool. Not bad. So I would say if you're going to do these in the Instant Pot, 40 minutes with a natural release. Just let it release all the way. And you should be okay. So anyway, there we are. We got dinner almost ready. We've got the beans ready. We got the dessert ready. Just have to cook up the hot dogs when it's time. So that's all I have for you today. And I hope you enjoyed it. I know you're going to enjoy that cake. And I like baked beans, so these are good too. So you can do either one of these in the crock pot as well as an Instant Pot if you don't have an Instant Pot. So until Tuesday, when hopefully, and what I'm planning is my home tour. I am going to say, have a great Sunday. Stay safe, play by the rules, wear your mask, wash your hands, keep your distance, and everybody play nice now. Thanks for stopping by. See you Tuesday. Love you. Bye-bye.